So the past couple of videos that I have been bringing to you have been spring and farmhouse inspired. Well, today I felt like bringing you something totally glam, totally sparkly. So let's jump right into today's project. So starting off, I'm going to use one of these large, I believe it's a 10-inch in diameter clear plates from the Dollar Tree, as well as one of these really nice silver-plated candlestick holders. Now, what I want to do first and foremost is I want to go ahead and clean both of these pieces, because if you have any residue, like fingerprint residue, any other sticky residue, it can really affect the bond between the two pieces with your adhesives. I decided to use just plain window glass cleaner, but you could also use rubbing alcohol to clean the glass as well. So once both of these pieces have been cleaned, now I'm just going to go ahead and lay a nice foundation of my strong adhesive and my hot glue. And of course, the hot glue sets up immediately, giving time to our strong adhesive to set up, but while it's setting up, we can still work. Now, when you're doing the placement of this candlestick holder, you could always measure it, but I just went ahead and eyeballed it pretty good, and I think I hit it pretty much on the nail. So I'm just going to go ahead now and apply some pressure, making sure that the adhesives are in full contact all the way around. So now I want to go ahead and start painting, and the paints I just showed you are the FX paint by Plaid, and also one of the Hobby Lobby brands of the silver metallic paint. So this is my first time using the FX paint in silver, and I must tell you, I felt absolutely in love with this paint. So I'm using a paintbrush, and I'm using the paintbrush because it's really giving me the precision that I need to go around that candlestick. So I gave this 2 coats of that FX paint, but you can still see through it. It's still kind of opaque, and I don't like that. So I decided to go ahead and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. I'm going to go ahead and bring in my chalk paint in silver lining, and I'm also going to go ahead and bring in my Mod Podge. I'm going to mix the 2 of these together, and the purpose is the chalk paint will take away the will take away the opaqueness of the silver paint, while the Mod Podge will seal in the paint. If you have never tried the FX paint, I highly recommend using that paint. It gives a wonderful luster, and it's just absolutely beautiful. Look at the shine on that plate. So now I want to go ahead and bring in this fish globe. I saw a technique of using silver leafing along with hot glue, and I found that technique on Bobby's Cats Kittens page. She's another creator here on YouTube. Please go check her out. So what I'm going to do first is go ahead and lay down just like a Cornelius lace design in my hot glue, and I'm going to give this a chance to actually dry. Now, the reason this works with the silver leafing is because the hot glue is still nice and tacky after it dries. If you know anything about silver leafing, it does not take much adhesive to actually stick to something, to stick to a surface. So now that this hot glue design has dried, now I'm going to go ahead and bring in this silver leafing, and I'm just going to go ahead and just piece it onto my globe. And it does work best if you just simply take piece by piece, just making sure that you're tapping and rubbing the silver leafing onto your hot glue. Once I have my silver leafing in place, and let me tell you, this does work best if you do it section by section. This stuff can end up everywhere. I tell you, I had it in my hair. I had it all over my clothes. Even the cat had silver leafing all over him. This stuff went everywhere. So now once I have the silver leafing in place, now I'm just going to go ahead and bring out a soft bristled brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and just brush away the excess. What the bristle brush is doing while brushing away the excess is making sure that the silver leafing is getting into all of those nooks and crevices. And this will give you a really nice, bright, high shine. So this is what it looks like completed. I absolutely love how this turned out. So now I want to go ahead and attach this globe to the plate that we just finished. And to do so, again, I'm going to go ahead and bring in my strong adhesive. I am using the Clear Grip Gorilla Glue. If you wanted to use another strong adhesive or a two-part epoxy, again, the choice is completely yours. However, I would not recommend that you use a super glue because it will form that cloudy residue on the inside of your globe. Once I have that permanent adhesion down, I'm going to go ahead and apply some pressure to it. So now I'm going to move on to decorating and adding that bling to this, I guess you can call it a vase or a candle holder that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just simply going to take this trim that I got from Amazon. I wish I could link it below. I'll try to do that. I purchased this from Amazon. It has its own adhesive on the back. And when I say this adhesive is strong, you guys, it's stronger than the Incredible Hulk and Popeye the Sailor Man put together. I promise you. Once this is on, it is really on. So I'm just taking my time and I'm placing this all around the bottom of this candle holder or vase, whichever one it is. And I'm just pulling and pressing, because a lot of times when you use a trim, a lot of times the shape of a vase, if it's got grooves and whatnot, it can really make the trim go wonky. So take your time when you're doing this step and just make sure that you're buffing out all of the wrinkles and the bubbles. I absolutely love the shine of this trim. So again, as you see, I'm just working out the bubbles and I'm working out the wrinkles because I want this to last. Now, if you are a glam crafter or you love glam sparkly, let me know down in this comment section. What is your favorite trim? Do you prefer the actual rhinestone trim, or do you prefer like the Dollar Tree diamond wrap or the diamond wrap from Michaels or Hobby Lobby? Let me know down in the comment section. So now I want to go ahead and adhere this vase or candle holder on top of my globe. Now, I made the mistake of putting too much glue on this, and the glue started oozing out and it began to shift. So when you are applying your adhesive, you don't have to apply a whole lot, just enough to make sure that there is going to be full adhesion. So once I have it in place, I'm going to go ahead and apply my pressure. Now, if you do have the problem of your project slipping on you, you can always use masking tape to put it in place. So you guys, this is what it looks like. I did lose some footage. I didn't lose the footage. I thought I was recording when I added that bottom bowl to the bottom and the actual chandeliers, but I didn't. But anywho, that's neither here or there now. This is the finished product, and guys, I absolutely love how this turned out. It's so glam, it's so sparkly, and so very chic. These dangle-doos, as I call them, I just picked these up at Michael's. They were like 50% off, and I grabbed them up. So always keep your eyes open when you're shopping. Well, I hope that you have really enjoyed today's project as much as I have enjoyed bringing it to you. This project is very versatile. You can use this as a centerpiece on your dining room table, a centerpiece at a wedding. The choice is completely yours. You see, I just started with the greenery, and I love how it came out. Well, as always, my prayer for you is that you continue to stay blessed and healthy. Until next time,